Morning. Thank you for being here. First of all, I'm very excited to be here as Minister of Infrastructure. We just rolled out a 10-year infrastructure plan, which deals with funding issues, but it also deals with policy issues, directions we want to move in. And one of the anchor policies in the infrastructure plan is to really try to initiate innovative technologies for all aspects of infrastructure. And this came about 2.5 or 3 years, this technology, before this 10-year plan. But this is the type of innovation we're talking about in the 10-year infrastructure plan. 417, the four-laning and additional lanes all the way through Charleston, Mississippi,
I am Ken Polson, Ministry of Transportation, Area Contracts Engineer here in the Ottawa area. And right behind me are the two new bridges for the Carling eastbound bridges that we're going to be replacing on the weekend of July 30th. The two bridges behind me are fully constructed now. And what happens on the 30th of July is that we'll be removing the existing bridges, taking them out with self-propelled modular transporters. I call them transporters, and they'll be moved out and brought into this area of the staging area, and they'll actually drop down the old bridges here and bring in the new bridge. The first bridge to go in will be the new eastbound bridge. It'll be 5 lanes plus an extra wide shoulder, and then following that we'll have a 7-lane bridge. It's actually 4 lanes through traffic and an on-ramp going westbound, and that's the equivalent of the 7 lanes. That will be going in and last, and that particular, because of its width, has its own transporter system. So we'll actually be using 3 sets of transporters for this bridge move. It starts at 6 p.m. on the 30th of July, and they have 17 hours to get the Queensway back opened again. In front of us here is now the site. It's basically, I call it a cradle, where when the first bridge comes out, it'll get placed over here and set down on this cradle system or structure, substructure. And what happens then is the transporter that drops the old bridge here will turn around, and behind us, where you saw earlier, will pick up the new This is the new eastbound bridge. That's the equivalent of 5 lanes. It's 4 lanes plus the wide shoulder, and it'll be going in place first, which to accommodate the future eastbound lane equivalent bridge. It's actually 4 through lanes, and then the on-ramp going westbound, and it'll be placed last. It's the system, it's the bridge that has its own transporter system that will take it in. And once it's in place, then they'll start filling the ends of each bridge and putting the asphalt in place. So what you're seeing now is the existing bridge just in the distance there, and the extra width is for the new extra wide, and I say 7-lane equivalent width that is going to be going in place there for the westbound lanes. With the transporter technology, it allows us to replace these bridges over a 17-hour period. What traditionally would have taken in a conventional contract 5 or 6 years ago would have been 2 years of construction, with traffic reductions on the Queensway and long queues every day, so over a 2-year period. So the technology that is being used here is obviously very innovative and very efficient and saves the taxpayer money.